Hello Luke, this is Naman. Congratulations on your 200 plus sub. I'm entering your contest. I have shown all my records to vinyl community, I think. So when someone runs a contest, it's hard for me to enter without showing records again and again. But yours, it says it has a story behind it. Even though I show you the record that I've shown you before, as long as I have different story, I'm fine, right? Before I went to the story, just I saw your recent video about not having enough space for your 2K plus vinyl records. This is mine right there, and I'm running out of space. I don't have problem that you have, but I could see myself being, because I'm very what do you call it, impulsive, and I could see myself buying a whole bunch of these records because you know, I could be easily overcome by temptation because I'm really getting to love these vinyl records. But I told myself, I keep on telling myself, okay now man, all you're gonna do is collect soundtracks, and only the soundtrack that you like, the movie of. So I have to like both of them, and the soundtrack has to be like almost like 90% filled with the good songs that I like. So those are the conditions, and that's how I'm limiting my collection to minimal. But you know, occasionally I will give in to something else. Yeah, I'm trying to. I know how that might feel. Lucky me, I started my collection really late. I mean, late in my life. Recollection. I used to collect it when I was a kid. I don't know if I was collecting it at the time. I was probably just I probably didn't think of it as collecting it. I was just, I want to listen to AC/DC. I want to listen to Pink Floyd. I mean, you know what I mean? I think that's what it was for me. But I think I got into more than vinyl. I was into cassette tape. Now, if my collection get big, then I have to think about getting rid of these Star Wars Lego sets that I have up here, everywhere. And I'm a Star Wars fan, so I'm gonna start with the Star Wars album right here. Now this is very iconic, right? So if without a story, everybody knows Star Wars. I mean, what do I bring to the table? Well, I watched it in '77. I came to the United States like in 3 years prior to that. So the level of jump I had might be a little different than most people. I used to watch a black and white TV, you know, not color TV. Just 3 years prior to that. Remote control was new to me at the time. Let's see. I thought King Kong had an awesome special effect. I thought Ten Commandments had awesome special effects. I thought, oh, that looks so real. I mean, yeah. So when Star Wars happened, poof. And I already talked about me waiting in this line. Okay, the theater name is called Armanti 6. So back in '77, if it had 6 theaters, it was huge. It's like a mega theater nowadays. And people circled the building to get into Star Wars movies. I wasn't in one of those. I wasn't in that circle. I watched, and then I got in, and music started blurring, and you know, I'm not gonna hum it. I'm bad at humming. Anyway, the scrolls up, the history of Star Wars, and that such have it has etched in my brain. So just listening to the music, even just looking at the logo, bring that day back. I regret. I mean, I sort of wish that they didn't make new Star Wars movies because I could just enjoy from my memory the old Star Wars movies. I don't like the Star Wars movies. I'm sorry, but anyway, that's that. Now another one that has etched in my memory is this song in here called "Money" in Pink Floyd. Reason being that when I was young, I got foolish and bought me a Corvette, and in that Corvette I had two cassette player. I mean two cassettes. I had one cassette player, two cassettes. One is a Pink Floyd, the Dark Side of the Moon, that plays Money, and the other one is AC/DC, Highway to Hell. And I always put this on because Money was. I thought Money just played better on my Boss sound system in that Corvette. I mean the bass and everything just sounded so cool. The money, the coins falling into cash register. So I forever associate that Corvette to this Money song in here. And yeah, and the Corvette cost me pretty money too. But this is the event I want to talk about. When I think about this Corvette, I think about one event where I almost died. I had one of these albums. I mean, either this or AC/DC. But I'm guessing I had this one, but I don't remember. I don't remember exactly. Anyway, I was entering highway, and I'm on a ramp entering highway. Ramp looks like that, and I see a semi truck. And if we drove at same speed, or the speed that we were going at, we would merge at the point where I would have to slow down. Otherwise, it would be doing this. Well, I'm like 24-ish. I got me a Corvette convertible. They say, you know, the spec reads that, I don't know if this is true or not, but it says it goes to 0 to 60 in 5.5 seconds. So yeah, and I know it, top speed is way over 150. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna take this car, and I mean, how can I let that semi truck impede my speed, right? So I take off, I accelerate, and by the time I hit that nice little curve, I'm following the curve of the ramp, I start spinning right in front of the semi truck. You know what they say, when you get into that desperate panicking mode, the whole system goes up in red alert mode and time slows down. Well, those things happened to me as I was spinning, and as I was facing the semi truck driver, you know, during my spin, I see his face. I see him going like this, looking down at me, and I'm going looking up at him, and then I spin away from him, come back to him, same expression. I'm thinking I spin 3 times because I remember seeing his face 3 times, but I'm not certain. But I got really lucky. The median, they had those, you know, those walls in the median, half height, and my car hit it just right, so that it was just scraped the, you know, rear end of my car, and it wasn't even really bad damage either. Just hit the rear end of my car, and I stopped, and I saw a semi going by, and I was going like this, and I didn't get out of the car. I mean, now the reason I think this was playing instead of Highway to Hell. Is that, imagine if while I'm doing this, the song will come up. Highway to Hell. I'll be going push out, you know. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe I had a third cassette tape in there that said you can't drive 55. I'll do that one away. Who knows? It's a very, but this is forever grained in my mind because of that event as well. But I still love the song Money. I'd be willing to change out my speaker system so I could hear the best of Money sound. Now, one thing that is a very common in these two albums is that these are VCLT from Jeff Rosnock. I'm sure you know him. And you know, so I keep his letters in here as a memento also. And since I mentioned these two, and you say I can mention more than two, I'm going to mention one more because this is also from Jeff Rosnock. He's giving me new kind of snap in time where not if like 10 years back I look at it, I look back, oh, this guy, he sent me this because he knows that I collect soundtrack, and he knows that he saw me do album review on Grease where John Travolta was featured in it, and so he sent me this. And there's some stories in this one too. I'll just tell one because I want to save the other stories for the my review of this album with the movie. Anyway, you see these clothes right here? Yeah. I was so into disco at the time. I'm not afraid to admit that I like disco still, but back then I didn't like it much as I used to back then. I used to have a friend named Danny. He passed away like that's about 15 years ago. I still miss the dude. He was my childhood friend, and he will introduce me to disco, and he will, you know, take me to this discotheque, and you know he always wanted to practice his disco dance. He's very heavy bone set guy, so and but he had good moves. Anyway, so he said you need to practice that, you need to wear these nylon clothes. And so I asked my mom if she could make me this, because my mom used to make clothes out of patterns that we used to have this store called TJNY, I think, yeah, TJNY, and they have these patterns where you could cut it up according to that pattern, and then, you know, according to the sizes and all, and then all she had to do was sew the clothes up according to the line drawn, the dotted lines, and she made this clothes for me. But she didn't. I'll show right here. She got the wrong color, sky blue instead of white. She said they didn't have a white color, or it was too expensive. So I don't know. Anyway, so I end up with the sky blue. That's my cousin right there. He acted as my girlfriend, so that I'll be prepared when I go out there, impress the ladies with my dance moves in this sky blue John Travolta suit. That, yeah, didn't happen. Well, that's my 3 stories. Thanks for allowing me to share those. Thanks for having this contest. Again, congratulations on your 200 plus sub. I wish you a lot more subs. Until your next video, I'm out.